I'm Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Low & Sons Melrose Rucksack, which I've been testing for 3 weeks. Let's jump in. So this 24-liter bag is made with water-resistant nylon and Napa leather. Water really just beads right up when you get caught in the rain on it, which is really nice, and it's pretty easy to clean provided you find it before you're supposed to tape, like I did not. But I found a lot of the other spots and they cleaned up rather nicely, so that's really good. The Napa leather is mostly on the carry handle here, which makes it very comfortable to hold and easy to hang on a hook. And then also there's some back here underneath the shoulder straps and also on the strap keepers. Branding is very minimal. It's on these gold tone zippers, which depending on the colorway is either gold or gunmetal. This one's gold, so we've got L&S here, and then their little bird logo on the flip side, and that's about it. The zippers are unbranded, but I had no issue with any of them, and some of them are water resistant, like the one to the laptop compartment, while others are not, but like some have fabric welts. So there's different methods of protecting your gear, from water seeping through, which is always a good shout. There's also these little feet at the bottom of the bag to help it stand up, and also because there's no false bottom on that laptop compartment, so it's good that these are at least keeping you a little bit off the ground. It's helpful. And then finally we have a luggage pass-through, and it zips shut. So you can put the handle of rolling luggage here. Now there are dual zippers, and I will say be careful not to leave them centered like they are now. I didn't realize it was like that to begin with when I started testing this bag, and I could not figure out what was digging into my back, and it turns out it was the zippers. Once I put them to the side, absolutely no problem. So as you can see, the harness system is really simple. There's just some back panel padding back here, say that 5 times fast, and padding on the shoulder straps. We've got a little bit of quilting going on here, but there's no breathable mesh or anything, no sternum straps, no hip belts, nothing of that sort. It might detract from sort of the bag's aesthetics, but I also didn't really feel the need for them, even fully packed out. Now, however, you can feel a little bit your laptop in here, but other than that, it's not too bad. You will get probably a little sweaty though if you were to carry it long term because of no breathable mesh. Now, we're gonna get to this shortly, but sneak peek, this is a removable crossbody, and its strap is very simple. It's kind of just like a purse. It's just a crossbody strap. It's webbing. It's got the Low & Sons sewn into it, and then a little bit of leather here, and you can clip it on or off. I tended to leave it on so that I could just zip this off very easily and go with it like so. And so I did that, and it's very comfortable as well, very easy to adjust. It's got this built-in adjuster that is easy to slide. Again, no brand names here, but all of the hardware did seem to work well. So I feel like the Melrose Rucksack really has sort of a polished style. It's definitely on the sort of nicer looking side when it comes to backpack. How you feel about the rucksack look is up to you. If you really pack out this crossbody part, it can get a little bulgy, but the pleat in the center tends to help. When you have this fully packed out, it can get rather stiff against the back panel, but I didn't really find it uncomfortable, just there, so like how some bags just make their presence known more, this one definitely does. You're not going to forget that you're carrying it around. However, even when it is fully packed out, it doesn't get uncomfortable very quickly, it's just stiff. So whether that works for you or not is sort of up to you, but just realize that you're going to feel your laptop back there. And then, in case you were wondering, this is how the crossbody looks. It's very simple. You can't really, because all the zippers are tone on tone, it's hard to see that there are zipper teeth up here, but I found it goes well for pretty much any situation, and it was comfortable even without any padding because the strap is so broad. So there are a lot of different places to store your gear in the Melrose Rucksack, and so we're gonna go over all of them. We're gonna start at the top here with the crossbody sling, but when it's attached, as you can see, it attaches with this zipper on top. It's just a top pocket. It's quick access pocket. So you unzip it, it's just a dump pocket up top, inside. However, there is this little D-ring. There's a key leash that you can hook different places in the bag, and this is one of them. I didn't tend to use it here. I tended to use it elsewhere, but you can use it wherever you like. Otherwise, no other organization in here. It's just a simple, like I said, little dump pocket, but it is really convenient, if you gotta stop on your way home, or while traveling and you just want to take the essentials, you just zip it off like I showed you before, take it with you, it's all good. Now it affixes with, so you can see there's magnets that hold it in place to keep it from jostling around as you walk, which is really nice, but you just pull it up, and now you can see there is another quick access pocket here, which I always used for the strap for the crossbody bag, because I didn't want to take the strap on and off each time. So I find it really nice for that. However, if you take the crossbody off, which I'm going to just do right here so you can see what the bag will look like without it. So if you just take it off, then you are left with a basic quick access pocket, a quick access pocket on the top of your bag. This is what the bag looks like without the crossbody, and you could slide your phone or wallet in here if you wish. Now, there are bottle pockets on either side, and they zip up. So they zip up to lie flat against the bag, or they unzip to have this like stretchy mesh topped with elastic to hold different size bottles. Standard width fits the best. They do slide around some, but there really isn't enough room for like an Nalgene or something like that. You don't want them, you take it out, you zip it up, it's no big deal. And then it is nice that it just lays flat if you're not using it, or if you have something smaller that maybe you want to just slide your phone in there or something, I don't know. Now we also have, while we're back here, I'm just going to show you the laptop compartment. So this is the 13-inch laptop compartment. You see I have my 13-inch device you can slide it just up and down like that. In practice, when it's upright like this, I end up angling it out more. It works either way. It holds it up fine. Like I said, not a big elevated bottom or anything. You pretty much feel it at the bottom, but those feet do help a little bit, and hopefully you're just not throwing this bag around, right? Finally, we have this front pocket, which has a lot of organization, and it opens with a metallic zipper. And you just have all this organization. You got some stretchy mesh pockets. This is another spot for the key leash, and that's where I put it. And then there is also another slip pocket here for like your passport or wallet or whatever you want to put inside, and it's pretty easy to get at. So if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead and click like and subscribe so we can keep making content like this to help you travel smarter. Now we're gonna go into the main compartment, and I'm actually gonna go through the bottom first. So remember how I said there were like 2 color zippers and it was nice to have 2 different colors? Well, because like I said, the gold one opens up that front pocket, but these colored ones, it matches whatever colorway you choose. They open to allow you access into the main compartment, where if you are using the organization that I will show you in a hot second, you can store your shoes and have access to them without having to rummage to the bottom of the bag. It keeps them away from anything. You can also use this for a small cooler, which I did with my lunch every day because I don't usually have to carry extra shoes to work, but I do usually carry my lunch. So it's really nice because you can sort of push that out of the way and have a little more space, and it just slides right in. It was quite convenient. So if you have things you want to keep separate but still have easy access to, use this bottom section there. And I will just close that up. Now the main access to the main compartment is around that top quick access pocket. So it's under the crossbody bag and then around this lid. And I'm just going to pull this extra layer and a travel journal. So it's a very unique setup in here. It's got built-in organization, but it's removable. So I'm going to show you, there's several pockets. There's like all these mesh pockets around the edge to hold different gear. Those are my glasses. I've got my tech kit here, but really this works really well for like a tablet or an e-reader if you have something slim back there. So you can put some things there and put some things in the middle like I showed you, but then it holds it above the shoe compartment, which is really nice. Now, I'm gonna unpack here so I can show you. Should you choose not to use the shoe compartment, you can take this pad out from the bottom of this section, and there is a zipper. Oh, I wish this was easier for you to see, I'm sorry. So you zip out the bottom. You see how I'm doing that there? Yeah, there's like a zipper that runs around the bottom, and you can zip it up. And then you have access to the bottom of the bag. See, there's the shoes. You can roll this up, and there are straps at the bottom of this I'm going to show you really quickly, where you can hold it up. So if you don't plan to use that, you just roll it up, sort of like a yoga mat, and put it up there. And then you can keep the organization but still get to the rest of the bag. Now, say you don't want the organization, you undo all these little straps like I have, and they come out of these little loops on the organizer, and you just pull the whole thing out. And then you are left with a whole open bag. We've got a zipper pocket back here, and then that's it for organization. But, you know, so if you sometimes want organization and sometimes don't, this definitely is a nice option. This organizer does take up a lot of room, and see where I was saying how you can put these guys together to hold it up. That was what I was talking about. But anywho, this organizer does take up a lot of space. So if you're the type who like always wants pockets, this might not be right for you. You just really have to, especially at the price point, decide if you want all the flexibility that this system offers, because it was more useful than I thought, but it comes at a high price, and if you always want the organization, you might not want to give up the space. So there you have it, the Lowe & Sons Melrose Rucksack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.